Part 1. The First Call. I moved into my grandmother's house after she passed. She'd left it to me in her will, a small place at the end of a quiet road, surrounded by old pine trees. I'd loved that house as a kid, Sunday dinners, summer afternoons, the smell of her baking bread. When she died, I couldn't bear to sell it. So I moved in, painted the walls, kept her old kitchen table, lived there alone. For the first year, nothing strange happened. Then one night, I woke up to my phone vibrating on the nightstand. I picked it up, squinted at the screen. 3:11 a.m., unknown number. I almost let it go to voicemail, but something made me answer. I said hello. For a long moment there was only static. Then I heard a voice, soft, trembling, familiar. "Honey, is that you?" I sat up in bed, so fast I knocked over my water glass. It was my grandmother's voice. Part 2. I told myself it was a dream. I didn't say anything back. I just listened to her breathing on the other end of the line. Soft and slow, exactly the way she used to breathe when she'd hold the phone close to her ear. After about 30 seconds, the line went dead. The next morning I told myself it was a dream, a vivid one, maybe a wrong number, maybe a scammer who happened to sound like an old woman. I checked my call history. There was no record of a call at 3:11 a.m. But here's the thing. My water glass was still on the floor. Part 3. She kept calling. The next night it happened again. Same time, 3:11 a.m., same unknown number on the screen. This time I was ready, I answered, and I said her name. "Grandma." The static crackled, then her voice, clearer this time. "You shouldn't have moved in, honey." The line went dead. I sat in the dark for an hour. I didn't sleep at all that night. This went on for 3 months. Every single night at exactly 3:11 a.m. my phone would ring, and every time I'd hear her voice. Sometimes she'd just say my name, sometimes she'd cry, sometimes she'd hum that lullaby she used to sing when I'd visit as a child. And every single morning, no record of any call. Part 4. What 3:11 meant. I should have moved out, I know that now. But I'd grown up in that house. I felt like she was still there with me. The calls scared me, but they also felt like contact, like she was reaching out. Until one night, I decided to look something up. I'd never thought to ask, when did my grandmother actually die? I called my mother the next morning. She told me Grandma had passed in the early hours of a Tuesday morning. The hospice nurse had marked the time of death. I asked what time. There was a pause on the line. Then my mother said, 3:11 a.m. Part 5. What the NEIGHBOR saw. I was packing my bags that afternoon. I'd decided I was selling the house. I couldn't stay any longer. While I was loading boxes into my car, the neighbor from across the road came over, an old man named Frank. He'd known my grandmother for 40 years. He said he was sorry to see me go. He'd seen my realtor's sign go up that morning. Then he asked me something strange. He said, "Who's been staying with you these last few months?" I told him no one. I'd been alone the whole time. He frowned. He said, "But I see her at the kitchen window every night, standing there looking out at the road, around 3 in the morning when I get up to use the bathroom." He paused. "I thought it was your mother, visiting." "My mother lives 400 miles away. She hasn't visited me once since I moved in." Outro. I sold the house a month later. The calls stopped the day I moved out. But sometimes, late at night, my phone still vibrates at 3:11 a.m. The screen lights up, an unknown number. I never answer anymore. I just lay there in the dark and listen to it ring. If this story gave you chills, subscribe. I post real, original stories every week. Have you ever gotten a call from someone who couldn't possibly be calling? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. I'll see you in the next one.